Greetings. Welcome back everybody to Bloodborne Exsanguination. On today's episode, we're finally going to get to the Nightmare Frontier. We're going to get our first glimpse at the Nightmare, as it's called. I did a little buying off camera with Insight and my remaining Blood Echoes. Just mostly just paper, pulp paper, fire paper, and some throwing knives. So nothing too exciting. Make sure everything is in tip-top shape. And, yeah. Let's get to it. So, we're finally going to make use of this tonsil stone that we got way back in the Forbidden Woods from a kindly old soul there. So, we're going to go to the... wonder which is easier. It's probably easier to go backwards from Yahar'gul. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, hello, my lovelies. Man, they're so gross looking. Anyway, back up these stairs. Oh, sir. You can just ignore the enemies, really. They're not gonna pose much of a threat. Yeah, I'm just gonna come back through here. I don't think they follow you this far. And just come out here. And we're gonna be taking this wild ride. That's 5 fingers. Very similar hands to the, those little blue children. The big bulbous heads. Similar hands. Alright. Come on. Take me away. Hello?
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
And we appear in the lecture building. So yeah, tonsil stone was an absolute trap. Kind of. If you don't have the tonsil stone, that grab will kill you. You'll get frenzied and then he'll just like throw you down on the ground and kill you. But if you have the tonsil stone, he will transport you to this place. The lecture building. It's all dark. You see these jars of eyes that we saw in Bergenworth. There is a lantern here, however, so we can just come and go as we please. I see you peeking at me. But a quite ornate and large lecture building. Wish we could see out these windows. Wonder what we would see. Anyway, our friend here is looking at us. Actually, no. Is that enough light? Yeah. Hey.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
If you can't tell, I don't like this guy.
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves.
You're looking awfully strange below the neck, friend.
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge.
Alright, so now he's just urging us onward. Yeah, So that's the same voice that gave us the tonsil stone. It's the reason why we're here. Told us to take it to the old church, and we did, and look where it got us. So yeah. But he also has some interesting dialogue. He calls us a beast of the field, and that we are going to meet with the divine, some sort of higher power. Also, when we were captured, he said the name Amygdala. Could be the name of this divine entity that he believes. And there's some doors to the sides here, which we will explore. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything down there. Nope. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Does not open from this side. Bummer. Here we see some like classrooms, lecture rooms, creepy breathing, of course, more eyeballs. And this guy trying to bite our face off, or melt it, I should say. The goo students, I guess. Some strange cages. What the heck is that inside there? Looks like, I'm gonna say a fetus. Doesn't look good, whatever it is. So yeah, do be careful exploring this area. Those goo people can drop down on top of you and cause you some trouble. Here we see a church garbed hunter with the lecture key. Oops. Lecture theater key. Key to the lecture theater in the lecture building. Go figure. Today, the 2-story lecture building is adrift in the nightmare, but once it was a place of reflection where scholars learned of history and archaeology. Perhaps it still is, as the students in the lecture theater appear to wait for the return of their professor. So we're adrift in the nightmare. We're just sort of unbound. We're no longer tied to any sort of physical place. And we get a student uniform, much like the student uniform we got in Bergen with. But this one does not have the cape. I believe it says exact same thing. Yeah, this alternative lacks the thick cape. And the focus not on knowledge or thought, but on pure pretension would surely bring Master Millen to despair, if only he knew. So it seems like, and this is on a regular hunter's corpse. It seems like Master Willem, well, I mean, we met him out in the, before the Rom fight. He did not appear too aware of the situations around him. Could not even speak. So now we've come out on the side of this large lecture room. Here is the door that will lead us away from this place, but first, more exploration. Oh. Ah, there he is. I see you hanging there, buddy. With some incredible strength, or I guess suction. Can't target you. Seems like we're strong enough to deal with these guys with just our regular weapon, but if you come here earlier, like you can come here pretty much as soon as you get into the Forbidden Woods, more church hunters. These guys are really weak against fire, so use that to your advantage. Come over here, more eye jars. And a chest. Carrying red jelly. This stuff is nasty. Material used in holy chalice ritual. Stillborn infants born of a creature of unknown origin. Of the type found in some corners of the old labyrinth. Ugh. It looks like it even has like sort of a tail. Or that's probably the umbilical cord. Its hands definitely look ill-formed, and feet. Yeah. Human and something else for sure. Alright. back here. We can see there, I mean, and the keys specifies that there are 2 levels to this place, but we won't be getting to the 2nd level just yet. Let's see other doors. I suppose that key we got unlocks this door. Oh no, it doesn't open it from this side. There's not the locked door. The locked door is right about here. And oh, we've disturbed the class. They're not happy about it. Actually, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, this guy's got wiggly arms. But they don't like fire. So we're going to use that to our advantage. I want to draw this guy without waking up his friend. What are you doing, man? You drinking in class? Bring enough for the whole? Bring enough for everyone? Huh? They move so bizarrely. Yep. These guys have this special goop that they like to spew and spit at you. They're sort of the ranged sort of enemies in this area. There's a guy up there too, but can't get to him. And of course, every class has at least one sleeper. Oh, wake up. Time to die. Alright. So these are the remnants, or what's left of the students, awaiting their professor, as we read in the key description. I'm not sure if they became these things willingly, or this is just prolonged exposure to the nightmare, or if this is just the work of some of their experiments or tests or whatever the hell they were doing in this place. 'Cause it seems like they were doing a lot of something. But here we have another chest. And then the Augur of Epitus. And some extra seating. And here's finally the door that we couldn't open. And we are out. Let's see what this Augur is. Augur of Epitus, remnant of the Eldritch Truth encountered at Bergenworth. Use phantasms, the invertebrates known as Augurs of the Great Ones, to partially summon abandoned Epitus. The initial encounter marked the start of the inquiry into the cosmos. Entering into the cosmos from within the old labyrinth, and led to the establishment of the choir. Interesting. So the choir we know of from the key to the upper cathedral ward are an upper echelon of the church. So once again we just see this clear connection between Bergenworth, their discovery of the Eldritch Truth, and the founding of the church and the choir. And now we have a name to sort of go with that, Epitus. Abandoned Epitus. And this Augur is how we can summon her, or part of her, something like that. It requires, I believe, 25... Oh no, just 18. 18 arcane skill. Which, I might go into. Probably not. There's not much more point. I mean, 18 only gets you access to the Augur, and the Augur is not that good unless you really bank on arcane. But anyway, we are done with the first floor of the lecture building. Let's go see what awaits us outside. now we are in the Nightmare Frontier. I like how we just walk out like we don't give a fuck. Oh, this door opens into a dark abyss with swirling purple clouds. Yeah, let's just, just keep walking. But luckily there is a lantern here, so there is a connection to the Hunter's Dream. And we can see out here... Oh, one of these assholes. Just some bloodstone shards, nothing too special. Okay, we can see some area below us. And out in the distance, there's the foggy tops of these. I mean, they look pretty much, they're pretty much ship masts. Out there in the fog. Down below, we're sort of floating up above. Yeah, weird, crazy stuff going on. Guess that's why they call it a nightmare. It doesn't really make much sense, and it's really weird. It's full of madman's knowledge, and these large gravestones, and these things. We'll get a closer look at those guys in just a moment. But they are called Lauren Silverbeast. So, perhaps a hint as to exactly where we are. This is old Lauren. We might learn a little bit more about that later. That cloth is just going crazy over there. Oh. Ugh, had a bad sneeze there. But I think I got to the mute button in time for you guys. Yeah, let's just grab that item while we're up here. And I can see these weird headstones just splitting open with this viscera inside. Ugh. Kind of reminds you of the last teleportation lead elixirs. Cool stuff. The last teleportation headstone in the Hunter's Dream. And over here, you see a nice dark pit and the makings of an elevator call sign and stuff. Yep, that'll be our shortcut much later. Down here, there's a large wandering nightmare. These things are actually, they will attack. So you gotta be a little bit more careful with them. And here's a Lauren Silverbeast. Ow. Seems like they have some sort of connection to dark beasts. They have those blue sparks. And there's sideways mouths. Oof, creepy. Down here we can see just some more nightmare stuff. Here's where the game just starts to go off the deep end. Once you've... Oh, don't run away from me. But the silver beasts aren't too difficult now. We probably are a little over-leveled for this area. Oh, who's that over there? Just a spider with a human head hanging out. Interesting. So yeah, I'm probably a little higher level than we should be for this area. And our weapons and gear. Probably over-leveled. But yeah, definitely some weird, nasty, eldritch stuff going on. It's just... Okay. Yeah, and a river of goo and muck. You know, not saying it's poison, but yeah, it's pretty much pure poison. Here we have a lantern held by one of the messengers. Sort of a warning, maybe, for what's up ahead. So you can see over there a torch burning. And it looks like we've got a new acquaintance. I see you, sweetness. Wow, okay. Alright, we got him, and now his friend is here with his goddamn poison knives. And his bullets. I'd like this, and I will read the description of that in just a moment. First. Alright, he's no match. So like I said, we'll probably plow through this area, I hope. But I think those are the only two hunters, or NPC hunters right here. So let's take a look at those lead elixirs. A heavy, syrupy liquid medicine temporarily shifts weight to make deflection of attacks easier, but must be used with care, as it also slows movement with no change to defense. Its recipe for this mysterious concoction is unknown, but some postulate that it materializes only within the most desperate nightmares. And well, guess where we are? Nightmare Frontier. Seems like a pretty desperate nightmare to me. There's another wandering nightmare over here. And these nasty tendons around these graves. Oof, it's not good. You can hear some growling and grueling. Let's see if I can lead him out here. Come on, buddy. So these crawling Lauren silver beasts can be a little bit dangerous. They're definitely fast. They attack very fast. They have long pounces. And they can chew you up. They also have the electric discharge that you saw the other ones doing. So just be careful if you're right next to them. Some more Madman's knowledge tucked away. And there was a path where we saw the first hunter with his torch up here. And we can make this little hop. Over to this item held by another church corpse. Fading Lake. Do we have a Fading Lake rune yet? Not sure. No, we didn't. But this gives us fire damage reduction. Yeah, just great volumes, water service, bulwark, guarding sleep. Alright. Really, we took damage on that. Now if we go this way, we just see this Wandering Madness. Get out of the poison. We see this large poisoned swamp just stretching out very far, and I'm just gonna grab this, get the hell out of here. Because these things aren't too dangerous, but if you're in the swamp, you're slowed down, your movements are slowed, so it makes fighting them pretty difficult. Let's see if we can do this. A little AoE damage. And I think we got the big ones, but there's still these tiny ones here. And they like to throw up and flail about. Yeah, those things give me the willies. We do have a messenger lantern out here, marking this entrance, which takes us up here. And that little route is only useful if you're playing online, because if you're playing online, there will be a sinister bell-ringing woman standing right here, ringing her bell, which would allow you to get invaded by other players in PvP. So if you're dealing with that online, it might be best to handle the 2 hunters as quickly as possible and then run through there and kill the bell-ringing woman so you don't have to worry about being invaded. More church hunters. And here we're going to do a little pre-planning. Take out our blue elixirs. Drink one of those. And now you can see that we're invisible. Notice anything, Morty? And allows us to sneak up on this guy. Hey, I said it allows us to sneak up on him without alerting this big guy over here. And his other friend. Big guy number 2, which should be somewhere. Because they like to throw shit at you. They're not very nice. Oh. Almost missed the Wandering Nightmare. There are a hell of a lot in this area. But usually all you're going to get for your trouble is just some... Oh, he's just hanging out. Just some regular bloodstones. Nothing too fantastic. And over here, I think we get over to an item we saw earlier. Cold Blood Flower Bud. Which is a tongue twister if I say so. Material used in a Holy Chalice ritual. Pale vegetation that commonly grows on cold blood in a place long ago abandoned. And we can see these sort of... I mean, it's growing all over the place. So this place was probably, I mean, it grows in cold blood. So, and we know cold blood is usually something that forms after death, in sort of old coagulated blood. So this place must have been drenched in blood at some point. Maybe in some sort of ritual that brought these stone obelisks to life? Something weird and creepy like that? Maybe. So we're gonna chug another elixir here, and we're gonna go take out this jolly giant over here. And that's what these things are called. They're called giant children. It's not clear whether they're children that have become giants, or if they are children of giants. And over there you can see another Lauren Silver Beast. Which we can just sneak up on because of our blue elixir. And he'll get a little angry, but not much he can do. Oh, our blue elixirs run out, so this is what happens if you try and go through this area without blue elixirs. You'll just start getting giant boulders thrown at you by these giant children. I believe he's the last one left, so we're just gonna charge on over to him. Avoid his rocks. And give him what for. Just narrowly avoided its attack, which is kind of lucky. And head back here. Get this item. Some more lead elixirs, so... more byproducts of this nightmare. And also the lead elixirs... maybe I should just take one to show you what it looks like. Why not? So now we're all slow. And you can see it's sort of like dripping off us. This will make any attacks against us sort of deflect as if they had hit a wall or something solid like this stone. Hard to show here. But it also slows you down greatly, and like it says, it doesn't give you any extra defense, so you're still taking the full damage of an attack, but it'll just reflect off you, it'll rebound, and leave your opponent open. And it doesn't last too long either, so just be careful when you use it. But it just got me thinking, all those students in the Nightmare Lecture Building, they're all like sort of goo. They're just like, they're not hardened. Like, the lead elixir, it shifts weight to make deflections of attacks easier. So maybe they used up too much of the lead elixir, or they tried experimenting with that and they just sort of like they're without the lead elixir, their body could no longer basically stay solid. So it sort of dissipated. I don't know, just some random observations and ideas. And there should be a... Yes, a large wandering nightmare up here. Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh, they gave us some twin blood. I'm pretty sure those things are implied to be sort of the mothers, or the, you know, the things that birth the smaller wandering nightmares, or maybe they're just older wandering nightmares. I mean, this is an older place, supposedly, long ago abandoned, if we're to believe the cold blood flower bud idea. I think I missed another one, a smaller wandering nightmare that will run out over here, and so when you chase him, you'll activate that, which is a handy dandy shortcut up here. And then over here, across this bridge that we saw from below when we first came to this area. And we see our friend over there. Hey, buddy. See you. If you haven't already figured it out, that's the guy who sent us here. He's half man, half spider. But he's not like the cool half, like Spider-Man. And like I said, wandering nightmares all over this place. Probably because we are inside the nightmare itself. There should be a giant child somewhere around here. You can go off this way, but it's sort of a one-way trip. And I would like to show off this event that happens over here, even though it sucks. So what we're gonna do is... I might actually need the blue elixir. Probably don't need the beast roar. We'll need some antidotes, though. Ah, there's the giant child. Let's see if we can just sneak up on him. Yep. So long. And you can also travel this way. Just up above us is the upper path that we saw before. But once again, this is a one-way trip, so I don't want to take that just yet. And we can come out here and see an item that you might have laid eyes on as we were making our way across there. That's where we came from. Which is an awesome rune. Clockwise Metamorphosis. This one doubles the HP bonus from this regular Clockwise Metamorphosis to 10%, from 5 to 10. Awesome rune. Awesome rune. But now... Oh, what's this? A note for me? This way to witness a miracle. Oh, you don't... And these coins. I must see what this leads to. Yeah, laugh it up.
You lucky scamp! The gift of the Godhead cometh!
Laugh it up, fuzzball. Yeah, so that's Patches, and he is an asshole. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope, wasn't able to catch that guy. And I just got myself poisoned for attempting. So basically, there are little islands in this poison river that can save you from being constantly poisoned. I'm going to take out my weapon with a little bit of reach to help me out in this area. And yeah, these swimming, writhing, just nastiness. You know, it's going to just come over and say hi. Man, he burps. He burps. Yeah, you know, I've been there. But I think they're pretty weak to piercing, so Rifle Spear is going to do us quite well here. And allow us to attack from relative safety. Come on, buddy. Need some Pepto-Bismol? Is that what's in the lead elixirs? Or the blue elixirs? Some elixir? Alright, let's... Oh, no. Don't want to get into that. And you can see their writhing sort of innards. But one charged R2 seems to be enough to take him out. You may also have noticed that the things writhing inside them look quite a bit like messengers. Weird stuff. So now that we're in this poison swamp, it's probably best to wear something with a lot of poison resist, wouldn't you say? Pretty sure the white church garb has our best poison defense right now. So we're gonna put that on. And there you can see our poison bar is a lot larger. But it's still not gonna help us too much. But maybe it'll save an antidote or two. No. Ah. And actually, it probably behooves you not to cure any poison until you're actually on land, or dry land, or somewhere where you're not constantly building up poison. And over there we can see a lot of wandering nightmares. I want to try and get as many as I can. There's one larger one and a lot of its babies, as I'll call them, over there. So I'm going to try to use our blue elixir here. And maybe some Molotovs and our two-handed rifle spear. Seems like the big one saw us, but... Nope. That didn't work out nearly as well. Ow. Nearly got two. And now we're taking poison damage, but there's not much we can do there. And there's their insides. Those poor messengers. But, as you can see... Oh, when they do that flail attack, it can be problematic. Like that. You usually want to try to dodge to the side, which I tried to do, but... didn't quite get it. Stop. Spitting is rude. We got some twin blood shards from that guy. And now I'm really just sort of... You have to kind of heal through the poison. Because there's not many dry places to stand around here. Oh boy. I forgot about this lovely lady. Oh, no. Not ready for you yet. We're gonna need our sedatives right now. Oh, damn it. Oh, I hate these enemies. And actually, I'm gonna put on Gascoigne stuff because it has good or better frenzy resist too, but also decent poison resist. Gonna take out our rider, and we're gonna try to get to this son of a bitch and avoid that grab. Drink our... Oh, I hate those things. So this thing... Maybe she'll come out closer. She also has our blood echoes, so that's annoying. Let's see. Does she want to come over here? Oh, I didn't want to... Obviously, she has eyes all around her head, so it doesn't matter which way you come up on her. Oh, this is just god-awful. Alright, I just need to run at her, kill her, and take a sedative. Damn, I'm dead. And Frenzy goes off, and you're dead. Oh, I hate this part. Is this dry land? Oh, she can see us from here. Oh. Sedative. What am I gonna do with her? Ah, this might be a strat. Weaken her up with Molotovs. And throwing knives. Because apparently I'm immune to her frenzy. No, no, no. Sedative. Alright, we got her. And we got a Curse Tempering Damp Bloodstone Gem that I will look at after I'm out of the Deadly Swamp. And what she was guarding was a messenger's gift. Hooray. Time to trudge on back, use up all of our blood vials. Alright, but there's a strategy for dealing with her that I just figured out when doing this video. If you stand at that point, apparently you don't get frenzied, but you can also chuck items over that little rock and hit her. So bring some Molotovs, bring some throwing knives, and can make short work of her. Alright, let's get on to... Oh, damn you. Okay. Let's just let these people come to us. Alright. We're also almost at half of the souls we were at when we lost them, so easy come, easy go. Let's see if I can reach her. I don't know why I call it a her, but I suppose I just do. Oh, really? Oh. Just out of range, you lucky son of a bitch. Alright, now we're gonna go down the river. This, yeah, it's not really flowing in any direction, but this always seems downriver to me. Pop some more blood because we're injured. And we'll go through this cave. And now we're out here. And there is a wandering nightmare that I want to kill all of you. And we got a guy throwing boulders at us. So I'm actually going to go back around and kill that guy again because he's a jerk. At least they do give you some antidotes for your trouble to help you out. Oh, this sort of writhing orgy of tentacles. Yes! I love watching that. Alright, let's pop an antidote since we're on dry land. And luckily the hunters do not respawn, so we can go through here unmolested. We're gonna come up here. I think I've been doing pretty well at getting the all of the wandering nightmares. Although I would have just left all the ones down there if I hadn't got them, to be honest, because that place, oh, it's terrible. But let's check out that gift that we got. Do they show up here, or key items? Oh, they're key items. Where is it? Messenger. Oh, right, it's a spell. It's a spell. Messenger's gift. A strange gift from the messengers, inhabitants of the dream, who revere the brave hunters. Used to envelop oneself in a black, nightmarish mist, then transform into a messenger. The illusion is a parlor trick, and any large movement will break the spell. To preserve the guise, proceed very slowly. So this is a spell trinket like the Beast Roar, Phantasm Shell, Tiny Nitrous, the Augur. And what it does is... Oh, we now look like a messenger symbol. Although we don't look like every messenger symbol. Like usually they're just sort of a gray mist on the ground, so there is slight differences, but you know, for PvP this can be a lot of fun. You know, you can hide behind like a tombstone like this, and then when someone comes out, it's pretty cool. It only takes up 1 bullet, so it's super cheap. And yeah, you can have a lot of fun with it. So I suppose there is some slight minor reason to go down there. But like I said, it's such a pain in the butt if you're not adequately prepared. Booyah! That was fun. Alright, so now that we've dealt with him, we can deal with the rest of these tentacle monsters in peace. Relative peace. How many sedatives do I have? 8? Or 5? Should be fine. And yep, they're just going back at each other. Oh yeah, just... I'm pretty sure that's butt to butt. But I could be wrong. Who can tell? Actually, I shouldn't have fallen down with that guy, but it was so much fun. Can we get over... Oh, now that guy spotted us. Lovely. Those rocks will destroy you, so be very careful. But I should have shown the easier way of getting through that poison swamp, which is back up here, down those paths that we ignored the first time we were through there when we wanted to let Patches have his fun. Alright, up here. We'll take the high road, I suppose. And you can just drop down here, run along this. Ah, another tentacle orgy. Lovely. We can just plunging attack that jerk. And then out here's another item. Stunning Deep Sea, and this is where you come out if, like, where the giant's standing, that's right up there. And you can drop down there and grab this stuff, but puts you down on even footing with these guys. So if you want, you can go up there and then just sort of throw Molotovs at them to deal with them. It's a pretty effective strategy. It does kind of look like this is like a nest. Oh, really? A nest of these tentacle creatures. And they were just all writhing around that cold blood. Oh, got to re-equip this. Make things a little bit easier to see. And then this will put us out here, on this side of the swamp. And this is probably the easiest way of getting through the swamp, is to just open up that shortcut by standing on the obelisk, running up there, and then just charging down through here. The tentacle things are usually slow enough that they can't chase you very well, so just run on by them and come down here, drop down, and he might start throwing shit at us. And there's a wandering nightmare here. That we're gonna kill, even though it's kind of foolish because there's giant rock hurling jackasses over here. So we're gonna go pay him a visit, because he's being a jerk. And now his friend's being a jerk. They're just all jerks. And yeah, those were their butts. They're just mashing their butts together. I think there's a Wandering Madness here. Yep. Okay, we didn't alert that guy. But it's all just blood shards, man. It's not even worth it. We did get a few runes. I'll take a look at those after I deal with this guy. Don't want him to fall off. They're pretty pathetic in close quarters. Alright, that guy's checking. Shouldn't be able to hit us here. Anything up here? There might have been a madness up here, actually. Oh well. Alright, we got some runes. Lake, Arcane Lake. Fading Lake, Fire. Dissipating Lake, Bolt. Deep Sea, Frenzy Resist, which could actually be very handy here. Probably should have used these. Clear Deep Sea. Slow Poison, Rapid Poison. More Echoes. Yeah, so we already had all the runes that we got. Actually, Stunning Deep Sea. We just is new. Rapid Poison Resist plus 200. So it's a mid-range rune. Okay. So I think I'll get the rest of the items in this place. But first I'm going to kill this guy. And then I will Hunter's Mark back. Yeah, I really should have equipped runes for this part. That's my bad. Also noted that these guys' backs are like whipped or lashed. So, kind of makes you feel bad for them. But then again, they hurl giant boulders at your face that one-shot you, so fuck them. Fuck them right in the ass. More flower buds. I think that's it for this first half of the nightmare. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me just take a gander. Yeah, went up there, went through there. Oh, that giant dropped something. Let's roll around in the poopy swamp. Is that just a lantern over here? Yep, just some candles. Terrific. Alright, I'm going to Bold Hunter's Mark out. Let's go back to the dream. And I think that's going to do it, guys, for the first half of the Nightmare Frontier. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Later.